Yo, it's Teddy with Caravan Crypto, and today we are going to talk about Bitcoin and crypto versus stocks, and in terms of trading, right? In terms of price action, profitability, and all that good stuff, all the stuff a lot of people really care about. We are going to touch a little bit on technology, but for the most part, we're just going to go over, what you can expect in the cryptocurrency as far as price action and in the cryptocurrency market, I should say. And if you've been trading stocks or stonks, as the new millennials like to call it, if you've been trading that and you're pretty familiar about what is expected, what's likely, what's possible, and I just like to show you a few things about trading in the cryptocurrency market that you may not know. All right, we're gonna get into it. So first of all, we're gonna look at Bitcoin, right? Well, actually, before we go into that, here's the top 100 cryptocurrencies by market cap. As you can see, we have 5,500 cryptocurrencies in 22,000 markets. It's crazy. You can see that the market cap of all the cryptocurrencies is only $256 billion, and the 24-hour volume is at $99 billion. In BTC dominance, that means that Bitcoin takes up 66% of the entire crypto market cap. Now, $256 billion for a market is really, really, really tiny. You got gold that's somewhere, I think, at like $7 trillion in the market or whatever in terms of market cap. And if you look at Bitcoin, the market cap of Bitcoin of this $256 billion market cap, the market cap of Bitcoin is $169 billion, which is very large. The second largest cryptocurrency is at 23 billion. So just right there, we're looking at $192 billion in terms of market cap, making up this $256 billion market cap of the entire cryptocurrency, right? Market. And if we add up the top 10, like, we're really close to this entire cryptocurrency market cap. If we get up to just the top 15 coins, we make up 99% of that cryptocurrency market cap. So it's a really tiny market, and the reason why it's really tiny is because this is new technology. There's problems that could never be solved without using a trustless based system. And I mean trustless because, like, for example, with Bitcoin, you don't have to trust Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just going to do what it does. Nobody runs it, nobody owns it, nobody has power over it. It just does what it's designed to do by code, and it hasn't failed to do that yet. So and if you look at, let's say you look at Ethereum, right? Ethereum is a cryptocurrency made by a man who was at 22 years old when he made this, Vitalik Buterin. He founded this, created it, started this blockchain. You have Brad Garlinghouse for XRP, Tom Lee with Litecoin, Changpeng Zhao with Binance Coin. I think it's Daniel Larimer for EOS. Tezos, I think, might be like Jesperson or Jefferson or something like that. Ryan something. He's the president of the foundation for Tezos. And these are like the top 10. These are in the top 10 coins. You look at all this. Or actually, Cardano makes up the 11th one. Tezos is at 10. EOS is at number 9. Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin SV. I think Bitcoin Cash is Roger Ver. Excuse me. And Bitcoin SV is this crazy guy, Craig Wright. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Tether is a stable coin. You will not make money with Tether. You might save some money jumping out of any one of these Bitcoins and jumping into Tether as a trading pair to help hedge your any losses that you might be incurring. But yeah, so Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto founded it. We don't know who it is, who he is, who she is, who they are. We don't know anything about Satoshi Nakamoto. We just know that this person is synonymous with the genesis of Bitcoin, which is the difference between all these other coins. You know, all these other coins down here, if, for example, a very powerful entity such as a government, right, wanted to squeeze the creators of any one of these coins, you know, that could compromise the project. All right. And, you know, not to get too political or, you know, be a conspiracy theorist, but these are, you know, historically things that have happened, right? Normal everyday citizens having very powerful technology usually gets put under regulation by some kind of entity, whether it's a government or you know, some kind of central power. But that would happen with almost every single one of these coins that you see here. The only one that it can't happen with is Bitcoin. And that is why Bitcoin is $169 billion worth of this market cap of 256 billion. You know, the next largest one is $23 billion down, right? So that's very attractive to people, is that nobody runs it, nobody controls it. You know, if I own 2 Bitcoin or 5 Bitcoin or 20 Bitcoin, I own that. Nobody can take that away from me. And that's just important to know when we start getting into price action. So, you know, let's say we take a look at Bitcoin's price over the last few years. If I can find the chart that I'm looking for. Okay, so look, you know, in 2008 there was the white paper was posted. A white paper is basically like a short report on what a cryptocurrency is, or anything is, but it's most common, or, you know, it's really common in the cryptocurrency space to have white papers. Now, January 12th of 2009, the first Bitcoin transaction is sent by Satoshi Nakamoto. Here's something to understand too, right? Is that, you know, this Bitcoin had to be mined at some point, you know, with the first block, in order for that block to release a certain amount of Bitcoin so that that Bitcoin could make it onto the market. So Satoshi Nakamoto mined the first however many, maybe hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin. You know, it's said that he has, and it's probably true that it's his wallet, but there is a wallet, one of the earlier wallets, that has something around 1 million Bitcoin stored into it. So he sends that in 2009. Look, around this time, Bitcoin was trading for fractions of a penny. Okay, fractions of a penny. There was a story of a guy in New York, a pizza restaurant owner, and he sold 2 pizzas to a guy on a Bitcoin forum for 40,000 Bitcoin, right? And I'm sure that's not the only pizzas that he sold, but he sold those 2 pizzas for 40,000 Bitcoin because Bitcoin was worth fractions of a penny, right? So before 2009, you know, in 2009, Bitcoin is worth less than a penny. In 2010, I believe it got to an all-time high of 6 cents. And then, you know, if we go to 2011, if I could find it, yeah, here we go. 2010, it got to 5 cents was the high, and then in 2011, I think we're looking at let me see, we're looking at, I think it was 29 cents, something like that, in 2011. So if you bought in 2009, you know, and you 30x'd by 2011. 2012, I'm not sure. Not here. Let's find out. 10 years of highs and lows here. First halving, $1,000. We're looking at $10 in 2011, right? It went to $31 in 2011, and then went to $10 because of the Mt. Gox whole debacle. But after that, you know, if we jump a little bit over to this monthly chart and we go back to 2014, it was just kind of a ways away, but keep in mind, after that plummet from $30 to $10 because of the Mt. Gox thing, there was a lot of distrust in the market. A lot of people really didn't, who were investing in crypto, didn't understand anything about Bitcoin, and people were really skeptical about its viability, but they were only focusing on price. And you know, they also didn't secure their Bitcoin like they should have, like people do today, and they trusted an exchange to hold all their Bitcoin, which is really not the thing you should be doing. But in April of 2013, where the chart starts on TradingView, which is what I use to chart and follow the price action today. We're looking at a high of $294, right? So we have in 2009 trading for fractions of a penny to 2013 April, you know, we're looking at a high of $290, 280 something bucks. Did you know, or you probably didn't, but let's just say you did. You know, I'm just gonna pose this question here. Did you know that from 2009 to 2014, every high that Bitcoin made? I mean, nobody said that Bitcoin would ever get to 50 cents. Nobody, I mean, everybody said that Bitcoin would never get to 50 cents. Nobody thought it would go to $1. You know, people were like, floored when it got to $5 a Bitcoin. You know, they said $10 impossible, $50 impossible, $100 impossible. Every single barrier that Bitcoin had in terms of price, you know, a lot of people would make comments about it being impossible to get to that price level. And if we're looking at from a penny to $300, you're talking about many thousands of percent increase, right? Okay, so you know we're still in 2014. I mean, it was still sorry. This is 2013. We're still in 2013. It's at $300. You know, goes to $202, and then all of a sudden, in what month was this, man? In November 2013. Holy moly, this thing skyrockets, dude. In 2000 what is it? October 2013, it was at $203. In November of 2013, it starts out at 200 and something, skyrockets to $1,200. Dude, if people didn't think it was gonna do anything, it was ever gonna get to $5 or $8 or $10, $100, do you think people saw it going to $1,200? No way, not even close, right? And then it does what all markets do after a ridiculous bull run like this, or you know, healthy markets anyway. It crashes down. It goes tumbling down. And these are monthly candles here, okay? This is every month. Tumbles. Everybody says in 2015, Bitcoin's done. It's not gonna do anything. $258. You know, it's probably gonna go to zero. And then, you know, it starts to make its climb back up. We're in 2016 now. End of 2016, it hits a high of $971. Doesn't break its previous high. And you know, just keep in mind that it doesn't break its previous high. And then in January 2017, it maintains, it stays steady for a month, and then boom, it starts to hit, right? Look, this is like when I first started looking at crypto, was January 2017, and I'm telling you, man, I spent every single day watching videos, reading stuff, just to understand what it is, what it was, just like many of you probably do out there. Now, in January 2017, it was at $1,000. Everybody's like, "Oh wow, $1,000, so that's cool," you know. And it goes on this insane run. You know, 1,300 in April. We're looking at a high of 3,000. Okay, this is in June, and then we're looking at a high of 4,700. This is crazy. Remember, we just looked at people looking at it at fractions of a penny 8 years ago, and it's now trading at $4,751. All right, this is insane. This is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Okay, had a not a bad month, but it corrected right in the month of September. I remember this vividly, vividly. All right, look how far I'm climbing back up here. 6,200 is what it hit in October. All right, 6,200 bucks. Everybody's like, "What the hell is going on here?" It's gonna go up to 10,000. Oh, 10,000. Sure does. We hit 10,000 in November. I remember because I bought a significant amount in November. This is like my first introduction to crypto. This is what happens, right? Um, so we hit 10,000. I think the candle went to, where's the candle? The wick of the candle goes to $11,441, and this was like the day after Thanksgiving, or like a couple of days after Thanksgiving. Hits that crazy high. Look, man, we were looking at $100 Bitcoin, $10 Bitcoin. All right, and every single level, everybody says, many people say, lots of news articles, all the finance people, all that, they say impossible for it to hit 100, 1,000, 5,000. Impossible to go to 10,000. We hit 11. You think it would stop there in 1 month, December 2017, in 1 month? Man, look how high I'm climbing this chart, man. Look, this is the wick that it ended at, what the month ended at. So the way these candles work, if you don't know, the bottom of the candle, if it's green, says where we started at, right? And then the bottom tip of these candles point out the lowest price that it got to. But then these little, what they're called wicks. They're called wicks here. Hold on. I'm about to get to it. They're called wicks, and they climb up. It might be hard to see on this screen here, but I could see it very clearly. You can see like a green little line extending. Okay, look, we're still going up here. I'm still trying to find this wick. Okay, still trying to find this wick. This is how high the price climbed. This is the end of the wick here. You can see it right here. This is the end of the wick. $19,892. This is incredible. This is unbelievable, right? And so in a month, it started out at 13,000. It got to 19,895, and this was so scary looking. Like if you look at it on a smaller chart, this looked crazy. It looked like so Bitcoin went what's called parabolic on the chart metric, right? It just went straight up, practically, and it was scary looking. And right here is when a ton of people said, you know what, this is really high for me. I need to just get out, and that's what they did. They got out, and so Bitcoin went all the way back down. The very next month, it hit a high of 17,252, but it started the month. Back down at 13,000, right? And it just came tumbling. Lots of people thought we're going back to 20,000 like that week. Oh, we're going to 40,000, guys. Even on CNBC, Money Market, you find videos of these guys talking about it. They were talking about how Bitcoin could probably go to 30,000 or whatever, and they're correct, just not on this run. But yeah, and the next monthly high was at 11,785, and then we came back down. So I just wanted to share that with you to give you a perspective of how volatile the price action is. Now, if we go from, that was 2017, it tumbled all the way down to 2019 in January, hit a low of about 3,200, I believe was the lowest that it got to, and then in 2019 it climbed back up to hit a high of 13,781. Still, it's doing 400% from here to here. Still did 400%, and everybody was disappointed. Dude, in the stock market, if you got 400%, you'd be like throwing parties. I mean, it would just be the best thing ever, right? In crypto, it did 400%, and everyone was disappointed. Everybody was feeling down, bro. It was a very negative sentiment in the market, in the cryptocurrency market, at 13,000 or 14,000 when it hit. All right, and then we're having this game of tumbling back down, having a little thing here, and I think right here, May 2020, this is when the halving hit. And every 4 years is a halving. So 2016, there was a halving, and in 2012 there was a halving. And right after those halvings, you have these these very quick, you could call them parabolic run-ups, right? 2016, the halving hit, and boom, we get to 2020, right? So we're starting this halving, at $10,000. Before we started this run up at 3,800, we started this run up over here at about 1,000. Really, it started at about $500, and it goes crazy. This is the kind of price action that exists in crypto. I know this is a long video, and I'm sorry for that, but if you're really interested in learning about the price action for these things, stick around, please. It's quite remarkable compared to stocks or any other market that you could trade in. All right, so let's look at the all-time highs, because if you're growing crazy over the price action, if you're watching this and you're like, wow, Bitcoin price action, nuts, tons of money to be made in that for sure, 100%. Let's look at Ethereum. Okay, now Ethereum's all-time high is $1,432. Okay, $1,432. In 2015, its all-time low, 42 cents, my guy. 42 cents. 42 cents. I don't know if you can see this on the screen. I would love to show you this a little better. We'll just increase this a little bit so you could see, okay? All-time high, $1,432. All-time low, 42 cents, okay? Where's it traded at now? $207. Let's go to XRP. Let's take a look. All right. We're looking at XRP is trading at 19 cents. When I first found out about XRP was trading at, I think it was 19 cents. It got up to 29, and it just stayed there for many months during the bull market. So XRP's all-time high is $3.20. $3.84. Sorry. All-time low, where it started at, 0.0028 cents. 0.0028 cents. A fifth of a penny. A third of a penny almost, right? In 2014. All right. If you just held from 2014 to 2018, jeez. If you put $1,000 in here, let's do the math real quick. I got a calculator. We can do the math real quick. Let's see what the math is looking like. All right. So let's say you got $1,000. You divided it by the all-time low, right? Let's just say you didn't hit the all-time low, and you got in at 0.003 cents, right? You're looking at $333,333 or XRP. That's how many coins you would have, times an all-time high of $3.84. Let's just say you timed the market perfectly. You sold at the top. You're looking at $1 million. $1.2 million. $1.2 million. $1.25 million off $1,000 investment in XRP at its all-time low. All right. And if you think XRP is done here, you're sadly mistaken. Okay. Lots of people calling for a $10 XRP. I really think it'll go further than that. I don't think we're going to get to a $100 XRP this year. I don't think it's going to happen this year. But, wait a few years. I think it's possible. XRP is basically the banker's coin. Many banks. Brad Garlinghouse has gone around the world introducing banks to and central banks and whatnot to XRP, and they want to use it to move money around on the daily for very cheap, which is great, But again, Brad Garlinghouse is the guy that is in charge of this, and there's a face and a name to the coin. Let's look at Litecoin. Man, Litecoin, it was crazy where Litecoin went to. Okay, let's look at the all-time high, $375. Where's it trading at today? $44. $44. Okay, all-time low is $1.11. You want to do the math again? I like doing the math on these things. It's kind of cool. $1,000 divided by $1.11. You get 900 Litecoin times $375. You know, $1,000 becomes a $330,000 investment. You know, for $1,000, $1,000 is nothing, folks. Like, that's less than nothing. It's nothing. If you just went from $1,000 to 5,000, you'd be so happy. You know, to 10,000, you'd be so happy. And dude, I know some guys, crypto millionaires, multi-millionaires. You know, they're guys, they're investing 20 Bitcoin, 10 Bitcoin, 15 Bitcoin on, into a coin. You know, 1 Bitcoin, just to kind of just see if it does anything, right? These guys have been trading, you know, for the last 4 or 5 years, doing really well. And what's awesome, what's really great, nobody knows. No one, no government, no bank knows that they're Bitcoin millionaires, crypto millionaires. You know, or if they do know that they're millionaires, they don't really know how much they have. And that's what's cool about the crypto space. Nobody knows anything about what you're doing. Your finances is completely your business. Let's look at Binance Coin. Binance Coin is, so Binance is a cryptocurrency exchange based out of Korea. They service the entire world. Changpeng Zhao, also known as CZ, everybody calls him CZ in the crypto market. He is the CEO of Binance. And Binance Coin is used to pay the trading fees on what you trade on in the crypto space. And so let's look at Binance Coin did phenomenal. I mean, it's crazy. Okay, let's just look at it in terms of all-time highs and all-time lows. So all-time low, 0.09, all right, 9 cents USD in August of 2017, bro. It's not like you gotta wait so like a crazy long time. Okay, August of 2017, it got to it was at 10 cents effectively, and it reached an all-time high of $40, man. $40 in June of 2019, right? It's like 23 months later. No, 22 months later. You did. I can't even imagine. Let me see. Let's do the math again. All right. I know you might be tired of me doing the math like this, but I'm not tired. 0.096. Let's say 7, right? 0.097 cents. You get 10,000 Binance Coin times $39. Sorry, $39. 402,061 from $1,000 investment. This is why people go crazy over crypto. I mean, look, if you're hitting these numbers in the stock market, kudos to you. You know, we ain't got nothing to talk about. If these are the numbers you're hitting, you know, if you're getting 100%, 200% gains on the reg, you know what I mean? I got nothing for you. You're doing great in the stock market, you know. But if you're not hitting, you know, 4,000% in 2 years, you should seriously take a look at the crypto market. You should give it an honest look. Okay. EOS is like a it's like a Bitcoin alternative per se, and you can also build platforms on EOS too. It's kind of like a Bitcoin Ethereum combination, but I believe it's highly centralized though. Could be wrong, but I think it's Daniel Larimer who's the CEO of this, or the president of the foundation. I'm not sure, but that's the name and the face to it, right? All-time low, October 2017. All-time low, 48 cents. Okay, all-time high, $22. Right? From October 2017. From October 2017 to April 29th, 2018. What is that? That's 6 months. In 6 months, you go from a 50-cent coin to a $23 coin. All right? It's crazy, man. It's nuts. Tezos is another. Actually, Tezos is like Tezos has a debit card, a crypto debit card that you can use. It's very popular in Europe. It's making its way to the U.S. I believe it's in the U.S. No, it's not in the U.S. yet. But yeah, it's. I mean, think about it. If you could use a debit card like you use crypto, that's popular, right? You can just invest your fiat into crypto. You could spend the debit card and ride the waves. I remember in 2017, I put some Bitcoin on my Coinbase debit card, and I bought gas, like I don't know, $40 worth of gas in the morning, and I made back my $40 worth of gas in the evening, and it just paid for itself because I rode the gains, right? So that's what's cool about a crypto debit card. Now you're looking at 31 cents. It's December of 2018, 31 cents in December of 2018. Oh, this is it dropped lower. It dropped lower. All right. From so in July of 2018, it was at $4.46, and it dropped down in December of 2018. This is like the same time Bitcoin was going crazy. So no, sorry, this is like the tumble of Bitcoin was in 2018. It dropped down to 31 cents. Let me see what it started out as, because I know it started out in terms of its ICO. It was really strong. People were really excited about it. All right, $1.72 is where it started out at. $1.72, or maybe not. Oh. Yep. Oh, it started at $4.43. This is EOS. People are still really excited about it, but after its ICO, especially when everybody got hip to the ICO game. All right, so if you're not hip to the ICO game, this is what ICOs were. Don't invest in ICOs today, and take it with a grain of salt. But what happened was, people were getting 50x, 80x, 100x gains from the ICOs. So ICOs are initial coin offerings, just like you got IPOs and whatnot. People would buy coins pre-release, a pre-market, pre-exchange, and they would get these crazy deals on buying, all these ICOs, and then like once it hit the exchange, 30 days later, 45 days later, the exchange would go crazy. The price action would go nuts because what happens is most of these ICOs occurred outside of the United States. So the United States, Canada, some parts of Europe couldn't participate in these ICOs because of banking regulations. So if you got a chance to invest in ICOs, circumventing all those regulations, you got a stupid crazy price. Boom, it hits the exchange. Now the U.S. markets, Western markets have a chance to get at it. And, all the ICO hype, the news got to everybody, but the ability to buy the coin didn't. So when it hit the exchange, everybody's trying to get their coin. The price runs up crazy. The guys who got in the ICO dump it, right? Like 30, 45 days later, they just dump it. And that's what would happen here with EOS. So 30 days later, you could go on the exchange and buy it for cheaper than the ICO was. So $1 at $1. If you bought it at $2, and you rode it, you end up at a all-time high of 40. What is it? It was or $4.33. I mean, not bad. Not bad. If you bought at the low though, you did pretty good. This is another really popular coin, Cardano. Stupid, crazy popular. It's pretty new in terms of coins. Lots and lots of hype around it in the market. Cardano is much like EOS, like a Bitcoin alternative. And instead of proof of work, instead of mining, they just use staking, which is leaving your coin in a wallet for it to season, basically. That's what staking is. And that helps secure the network. This is the lowest ROI that we've seen so far. The top 10 coins. This is $155. All right, this is the absolute lowest ROI. Even Tezos did 400%. Right now, the all-time low, which came after or which came before. Dude, this is crazy. In 2 months, all right? In 2 months, right? The all-time low was 0.017 cents, all right? $0.017, or it's almost 2 cents. in terms of USD, and the high was $1.33. All right, just for laughs, let's take a look at how much you would have made on $1,000 investment. All right. Oh, sorry. 1,000 divided by clear everything. 1,000 divided by 0.017 cents. You have 58,000 Cardano times $1.33. $1,000, you make back 78 G's. Not bad. Not bad. All right. And dude, we are at the precipice of a new market. This is a brand new market that we're hitting right now. We just had the halving literally this month of May. We just had the halving just a few days ago. Had the halving, and we're gonna see another price run up. Here's something to understand too. You could buy the market, the crypto market. Let me see. Where's the market? Where's coin market cap? This market right here, it follows Bitcoin. Okay, it follows Bitcoin. It trails Bitcoin. There's a group out there that is educating people about Bitcoin, quote unquote, and they are telling people to buy the smaller coins, the smaller cap coins, because you trade those in later for Bitcoin, and that's honestly it's just not the case. Like, all right, maybe if you bought it and you held it for a long period of time and let Bitcoin do its run up and crash, and then at some point you sell at the high of your small market cap coin to buy back into Bitcoin. Yeah, maybe you could do that, but Bitcoin leads the other markets. So when Bitcoin runs up first, the other ones come behind it, right? So if you invested in Bitcoin, rode the run up, rode the rise, right? The price action up, sold, and then got into altcoins, which is what everything that's not a Bitcoin is called an altcoin. If you jump back into altcoins, then ride the altcoin wave up, and then jump out and jump into Bitcoin, that's kind of how you want to play it. But don't think, you're gonna miss a lot of action if you go into Bitcoin. If you don't go into Bitcoin before all the other coins, unless you're buying and holding, which I think is an awesome strategy. But yeah, this is just a little bit of. These aren't even the top earners. Not even the top earners, dude. If we look at VeChain, VeChain, was it VeChain? I think it was VeChain. Let's look at VeChain. I think VeChain's all-time low was like 0.000006 cents. And all-time low was 0.001678 USD. All-time high was 0.19. Okay, so you know what? I remember VeChain. VeChain was 0.000 or 0.0016 or something like that, or 0.00 something, and then it got up to, no, it wasn't VeChain. It was something else. There was a coin though. I remember a coin. I think it started with a V, and it was like 0.0006 cents. Starting out in January 1st, 2017, and by January 1st, 2018, it was 20 cents. And if you put $100 into that, you could have cashed out $1 million when it was 20 cents. 1 year later, from $100 investment, and I wouldn't recommend investing in that coin today. I'd also not recommend. I do do your due diligence with the coins in the top 100, and if you go deeper than 100, like if you go down into these 400s, 300 market cap list, be very wary. Okay, there's tons of bullshit coins out there that you shouldn't touch. All right, there's so many. It's a crazy amount, right? Yeah, don't touch any of these. Be cool off these. All right, just don't get all happy, crazy about them. But somewhere in here is some crazy story waiting to happen. I bought it at 0.0000003 cents, and now it's $1. There's something in here that's gonna be like that. You gotta do your due diligence. You have to look at who's running the project, the kind of activity on the project, what the purpose is of the coin. And let me tell you, man, everybody who's coming out with a coin that says it's Bitcoin but faster, just leave it alone. Okay, if that's all they have to offer you, don't go with that, man. It's not a good enough reason to invest in it. Bitcoin, we're not in this to be fast. Like you're not investing in Bitcoin for fast transactions. You're investing in Bitcoin for security. Security, 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 security. That's why you touch Bitcoin. You don't want anyone to have control over your funds in any way, shape, or form. All right. But yeah, so this concludes the video. I hope you got a little bit out of it. Trying to do more videos, trying to get to daily uploads. But please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Follow me on Instagram, Caravan Crypto. Shoot me a DM. Let's chat. Let's talk. And comment below if you disagree with anything I've said, internet. All right. Peace.